have sound? Yeah, that's video. Hi. Feels a bit like a deja vu, right? Turns out I'm a compulsive liar, because I think at several occasions I've said that I now have all the parts I need to complete the Hellcorder, but it seems like I didn't. Now, of course, after I planned on having a traditional guitar amplifier function in it, I knew I needed an amplifier. And of course, I've been looking around. I could build one. There are kits. But then I realized there are companies. There is an entire industry out there based on building guitar amplifiers. So went online and found this one. Dirt cheap, but it has all the specs I need. And the best thing, it's top mounted. No, that's not the word. Well, the controls are on the top, which is nice, because that's what I've been planning on the Hellcorder. So yeah, Sub-Zero. That rings a bell. Sounds like, wasn't that one of the bad guys in, which movie was it? It wasn't Batman. No, but it was another Schwarzenegger movie. It was The Running Man. Yeah. They don't make movies like that anymore. You might argue that's not a bad thing. Well, let's take it apart. Should I take the entire thing apart? I mean, of course I would like to take these parts for later, but I'm just interested in this, so I'm not gonna make you sit through watching me take it into 1,000 pieces. Ooh, alright. Let's see if these are the 4 that needs to come loose. Yeah, looks like it. Okay, that's 4 screws, so it is loose. Okay, these were a bit too long for the handle, so I suspect they double up to keep the... No. Maybe I need to take all the screws out. No, wait. Okay. Don't ask me. Theory, yep. Speaker is out. That's a hell of a lot smaller than the other one, but the amplifier should be large enough. Although what I didn't check was what's the ohm on this one compared to that one. Worst case scenario, we're back in the game of putting a resistor in. Okay, but it should be. Why is it not? Maybe it is just brute force. Or maybe not. Alright. No hidden screws under there. These are not long enough to make anything stick, though. Neither does this one, and this one doesn't go further. This is actually a decent handle. I'm gonna use that for later. This entire case is glued together and the back plate is loose. I have a sneaking suspicion that it's just a bit tight. Yes. Oh. Look at that. One neat and neat amplifier module. And yes, all the controller bits are on the top. And this board has a flexible cable, and that's nice. That gives me freedom in placing it wherever I need it to. Or maybe this one slots straight in. Oh, that would be amazing. Even got a template for the top cutout. Might not even have to use the CNC. Who am I kidding? Of course I'm going to use the CNC. Alright. Let's see if this can be used as is. Alright. It will be up under there. Yes! It actually fit in between there, which means that I can cut a recess in the top. And this can slot in all the way. That's freaking awesome. Alright, so it's gonna be sitting there, so I'm gonna have to... we need a cutout in this plate. It doesn't need to be cut very far in. Yes. That's awesome. thought I had to cut a bit off there, but no. Don't have to do shit to this. Alright, so then I have the guitar input. That's this board. And that is basically 2 cables, which is an input to this board. So I can tap into that. Which means when I plug the guitar in, I can use this as an input for everything. And then if I tap into this wire, and I can route that to this interface module. Or no, there's a phone input. A phone's out, but that's most likely won't work. Okay, so this one. Yeah. Cool, I like it. Alright, so this one is going to be up here. And then the computer is going to be mounted back there, which is nice. And if I mount the computer in there, mount this one to this, and make a recess in this, I can actually take the side off for easy access without taking any of the electronics out. But this one is a standalone unit. I don't need to hook anything up to that basically, except that signal. No, I was wrong. Of course, the output. But then again, the output from the computer, or I can take it directly from... No, I want to use the output from the computer, because then I can overlay everything I want on the audio side. But there is an MP3 input there, which is a standard. I mean, they call it auxiliary in, and then they call it MP3 in, and the difference is the jacks. I'm pretty sure they're hooked up on the same input on the board. It's a bit hard to see, but yeah. So the question is, should I make a... No. Alright, how far in do I need to cut? That's not far, is it? 55 millimeters. 55 millimeters in there. So there's one screw there. So I'm gonna keep it as far towards this side as I need. Then there's gonna be a small opening there, but who cares about that? Well, I do. Of course, I want it to be centered, but you want it as far over there. It's almost like you wanted it here, right? But then again, now here it's gonna be... yeah. And that means that... I was planning on having 2 power switches, one that turns on everything that is Hellcorder recorder based, and then a second one to turn this one off. And the beautiful thing here is it has its own switch, but I'm planning on putting 2 identical switches on top. Because I have a sneaking suspicion that this might cause some interference, so if this one fucks up the MIDI fidget signals, I can switch it off. Yeah. So that's the plan. Now it's basically to bring this one inside and work a bit in CAD. Of course, it is tempting to make a cutout here, but then I won't hear the baby call if someone wakes up. And of course there's the odd chance of actually waking someone up if I start running some power tools tonight. But yeah, I'm pleased. This was a brilliant find for 20 bucks ish, yeah. Brilliant. Alright, see you later.